What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wingsofredemption, and I'm gonna bring you some Battlefield Hardline today. Well, what is Battlefield Hardline? Battlefield Hardline is the beta form of the new Battlefield game coming out March 17th. And since this game is a beta, I would like to go ahead and put the disclaimer out there, because somebody in the comment section is always going to state this, that you shouldn't give any of your opinions on the beta. It's a beta. Let me write it in caps. Alright, you can write beta in caps all you motherfucking want. But you know what? I've been a part of something like 5 or 6 alphas and probably 10 betas, and a majority of those are in Battlefield. And I can tell you from track record that beta is 90% of what the game actually is. The game right now, as of February 4th, is probably sitting on disk somewhere in a warehouse waiting to be distributed. And if you think that they're going to make a change to the game that's, you know, core and like complex, what they're most likely going to do at this point is they're going to put an in-game patch in to put through on day one when you first put the game into your PlayStation, Xbox One, or download it on your PC. That's how the real world works. So what you're playing is 90% of what you're going to get as a first day experience. Right now, they're testing out the engine. They're seeing how well it works. They're seeing how well the server's a server kind of handles it, and they're just trying to smooth everything out so launch day can be less of a fuck up. I'd say the term less of a fuck up because, you know, every kind of game system or game out there that has a huge launch always fucks up on day one. And I guess they're trying to avoid the fiasco that was Battlefield 4's launch, which was terrible. But on the flip side of everything, well, there's not a flip side of it. Let's talk about some of the things I really enjoyed about the Battlefield Hardline beta. Keep in mind that I only have about 4, maybe 5 hours into the beta. I'm level like 26, something like that. And I played it about 4 or 5 hours last night. And all of my time is on Conquest Large. I didn't play any of the new game modes because I don't expect to play any of the game modes when I actually buy the game itself, because when I've always played Battlefield since around the early 2000s, starting with Battlefield 1942, I've always played Conquest. That's just what I've done. I mean, I played Rush in the past, but Conquest is the game I played Battlefield for. So let's go ahead and talk about Battlefield. What did they do right? What have I noticed that they've done right? Well, I really love they added music in the cars. It creates an ambiance, and it really gets you hyped up to go into battle. I really love the reload animations on almost every gun. They are very fluid and very fast-paced. I love the fact that you can actually get health and ammo off of the support and medic classes without having to wait for them. How many times have you jumped in front of a medic only to see that him just run away helplessly? And I think these are 2 changes that they should implement in Battlefield 4, because those changes kick ass. They do. They seriously just kick ass. I like the money system, but I don't like how the money system doesn't go cross-platform. I guess it's not too much of a problem when you get the main game and you're going to be playing for hours and hours on end to begin with. But it sucks to save up, you know, $34,000 and then to turn around have to buy the same gun on the other side. But these are petty time grievances, if anything else. Let's get to the real grievances I have with the game. And the real grievances I have with the game, and I'm going to talk about ones that I feel like is something that's in the game and not just like maybe it's just overpacked servers or things of that nature. Like, I've noticed there's like a little bit of lag compensation in the game, especially with like shotguns. You can shoot a guy with a shotgun, he'll die like half a second later and things of that nature. But my real grievance with this game is like the same as every Battlefield game, so I guess it's nothing new, so you can't really fault this game for doing it. But I will point out a fault that I feel like they did. The sniper rifles in this game shoot too fast. You can clock those motherfuckers off like you're shooting a semi-automatic rifle. It is ridiculous, and there's so many people taking advantage of it because sniping is so ridiculously easy in this game. You don't even have to try. You can just 2-shot everybody. I remember doing a commentary on the Battlefield Bad Company 2 beta. And, matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and show you the clip right here.
I want to start out this commentary by saying that this is not how you play Battlefield right here. If you see yourself doing this right here and you see your team looking like this, switch your fucking kit.
As you can tell, I was a motherfucking fire breather back then too. So, Yeah, I'm really not a fan of the snipers so far on this game, and I feel like they're in abundance because every time you come out into the open or you got to cross the street, you're getting clapped at. You're getting a round of applause. They're just clapping all damn day. It's a and it's because the sniper is so effective. There's little to no bullet drop. You can rattle off 8 shots in a period of like 8 seconds. I mean, even faster than that. It's probably 5 seconds. You can just empty the clip of the sniper rifle. It's really, really strong. And like, if I understand that they have attachments that you might have to unlock at the game, and they gave everybody a gun that's somewhat competent right out the gate. But man, that thing is quick. Maybe that sniper rifle there's the only one that's quick like that. Maybe they have other things. But it just feels like it's a deterrent, and it's unfun. Like, I don't know if that's proper etiquette, but it's not a very feel-good, rewarding experience. But that's one of the main complaints I have with Battlefield 4 as well. So that's not a new complaint. So I can't really fault Visceral Games for that. Because like the biggest problem in Battlefield in general, and I don't know if they've addressed this in this game. I've heard that the engineer has some kind of like radio beacon and the snipers don't have it anymore, which could be a good thing, which could solve it because, you know, the engineer's trying to destroy trucks, trying to repair stuff. Is that stupid radio beacon in snipers. Like, how many fucking times have you played Dawnbreaker? Or how many fucking times have you played Flood Zone? And like, every bad player that ever existed is on a building so high that you can't even see the top of it. It's ridiculous. It's a stupid mechanic. And it's also a mechanic that could pretty much make the game flow faster and be more fun if they just kept everybody on the ground. Keep everybody on a level playing field. Don't allow the tops of skyscrapers to be in the game. If you land on the top of a skyscraper, guess what? You're out of bounds. That's how you fix that. You're out of bounds. Well, what about the snipers, Wings? They paid their $60 too. Fuck the snipers. I hope their $60 was like crack money. I don't give a shit about your feelings. You're ruining the game for everybody else. I snipe, and when I snipe, I'm on the motherfucking ground. I'm shooting people, and if they come at me, I'll pistol whip the fuck out of them. I can do it, so can you. You don't need to sit on top of a building to snipe. All you're doing is ruining everybody else's experience. That's it. Period. Finito. You're a bad player. Dunzo. Snipers on the beta are really annoying. Super annoying. I'd go so far as say as like a third of my deaths comes from that stupid Scout Elite sniper rifle. And it's my other complaint, lack of sandbox. It's in a sandbox setting. There's helicopters, there's jeeps, there's cars, there's dirt bikes. Where's my motherfucking tanks? I understand this cops versus robbers and you can't have tanks, but some cops have tanks. Give me an LAV. Give me something. Give me some sort of light tank that I can go out there and have a good time with. What's the purpose of like the C4 and the engineer kit and the, you know, rocket launchers that are scattered about if there's no tanks? I understand it's not a military setting. I understand that completely. But you could police have armored personnel carriers. Give us an armored personnel carrier. You know, you got helicopters, like scout helicopters and stuff like that. And I don't know. I understand it's the theme of the game. I'm not asking for like an M1A1 Abrams tank. But give us something. Give us some sort of armor that will allow you to, you know, control environments. I know there's that stupid spawn truck, but that's not really there. I mean, give me something with like a 25mm cannon. That's just, I wouldn't enjoy that because it doesn't feel like Battlefield without some sort of tanks on the ground. It makes it have a really Call of Duty feel. I haven't really decided if I like the game or not yet, but it has made me mad a couple times, and but that's normal with most shooter games because generally when you get to a certain skill gap and you start realizing when you're getting bullshitted, so on and so forth. But here's the thing. If you want to watch me play, I'm streaming it probably right the fuck now. I'm going to be streaming it from 1 o'clock Eastern Standard to about 7 o'clock Eastern Standard. So come check it out. I'll be playing for like 6 hours. Twitch in the link below. Hope you guys enjoy it. This is my first impressions of the game. I'm kind of liking it, kind of not liking it. But overall, it's a fun experience, especially with teammates. Let's put it that way. Another thing, I'm just right off the top of my head, they've really nerfed moving and shooting, which I'm not sure if I like that or not yet. Other than that, peace, people. Howdy 5000.
Thank you everybody for liking the video. Rating the video is very important because it allows everybody else to see the video and everybody get it in their sub box. So thank you for your continued support. Now onward to the video. I want to talk a little bit about Battlefield Hardline. Keep in mind I don't have the game and I don't have access to the game, so I can't show you in-game footage. So please feel free to criticize how I'm using Call of Duty Ghost gameplay to talk about Battlefield. I know it's hypocritical. But onward we go into the commentary. For those you don't know, I'm a big fan of Visceral Games. I really love their Dead Space series, and I really love what they've done with Dead Space. I really love the co-op aspects of it. I know this might not be a popular opinion, but it's my opinion. And I feel that they will make a very competent game with Battlefield Hardline. My beef with the game isn't the game itself. I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. I'm sure it's going to run better than the DICE equivalent of Battlefield 4, and I'm sure it's going to be entertaining and fun to play. The gameplay and nothing of that has anything to do with why I disagree with Battlefield Hardline. The way I disagree with Battlefield Hardline is the fact that they're going to sell it for $60 when in all reality it's an expansion set to Battlefield itself. It could seriously be a mode unto itself in the Battlefield 4 game, and it would sell for $15 if it was, but because they decided to have its own digital release, they're going to charge $60. This right here is a cash grab, folks. 100% solid. Let me go and point out another point of reference here for you in case you have kind of forgotten about some of the things EA has done over the years. My favorite Battlefield game is Battlefield Bad Company 2. Inside Battlefield Bad Company 2, there was an expansion set called Battlefield Vietnam. Battlefield Vietnam sold for 15 or 20 bucks. It was an expansion set, and it was essentially the same thing as Battlefield Hardline. So why now is Hardline worth 60 bucks when the expansion set was worth 15 before? And the expansion set was full on. It had Creedence Clearwater Revival singing in it. It had new guns, stages, and vehicles, and most importantly, it had nobody playing that motherfucker. Nobody. But keep in mind, that was a $15 to $20 risk you took versus Battlefield Hardline, which I feel is going to have to suffer the same fate at $60. Why is it going to suffer the same fate? Well, one, they put a beta out. Why is that bad? Well, the reason a beta, I'm using air quotations here, I know you can't see me, it's pretty much a demo, 100%. And the fact is, it's so much of a demo that people will be tired of playing it by the time the full game comes out. More people played the Medal of Honor beta than they played Medal of Honor when the game came out. I feel like this is a cash grab 100%. I don't feel like anybody's going to be on the game after the game comes out, and it'll be dead in the water within 2 weeks. So I suggest you saving your money on this cash grab because Visceral Games are already on the payroll, so they're getting paid regardless. They're using an engine that DICE already built. And the most important factor is the player base is going to be small. It's going to be much smaller because it's a diluted version of Battlefield 4. And the fact is, you're going to split the tech teams between the two. And I find it unfair, especially since Battlefield 4 doesn't really work right now. What do you guys think? I'm out. Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Wings of Redemption, and I'm back bringing you some more Battlefield 4. Well, I guess I'm not bringing you some more. This is the first Battlefield 4 video I put up. This is the open beta. The open beta is exclusive to certain people and people that bought Medal of Honor Warfighter and people who own Battlefield Premium. You get the beta access to the beta 3 days early. You'll be able to play this October 4th. You can download it on the PlayStation Network, the Origins on your computer, or the Xbox Live. It'll be open for everybody. You should come, have fun, have a ball. It's a blast. Let's go ahead and talk about the game. First impressions of the game. I played probably about 6 hours on my first playthrough, and I live streamed a little bit of it, but it wasn't my finest moments. And one of the things I found out is I really don't like domination. Domination just does not fit on Battlefield. The Battlefield is a shooter. It is a great shooter. It's super fun, but it does not lend itself to fast-paced gameplay. And when you put a fast-paced gameplay scenario into the battlefield area, it kind of hinders it. Mainly because I just don't find the characters move fluently enough to basically make you feel like you're really good at a fast-paced scenario type game. But when I switched over to Conquest, I felt like I was at home. I felt like I was playing Battlefield again. You have the vehicles, you have the strategy, you have this sandbox, you have everything that I fell in love with Battlefield, 13 years ago was right there, and it was in my pocket. And I feel like they do it better than they did in Battlefield 3. There is some new control mechanics on vehicles and soldiers, and you have to kind of adjust to it. I really like the soldier mechanic a lot better than the vehicle mechanic, so I ended up switching the vehicle back to veteran. So the access, like if you got used to driving in like Bad Company 2 or Battlefield 3, it's right there for you. It's very easy to do. One thing, the big upgrade I've noticed that from Battlefield 4 to Battlefield 3 is Battlefield 4 has a tremendous amount of destructible environments versus Battlefield 3, which had very little. Look at that. The entire fucking building comes down. But there's a lot more shit that you can blow up. There's a lot of interactive stuff. The interactive stuff is really cool. And the stuff that's interactive with is part of the map that makes it actually matters. It's not like a stupid train coming through the map, or a loud fucking coming on the edge of the map, just pretty much destroying dead silence users. All the stuff there is like for like a barrier on the bridge. Like there's little barricades that come up on the bridge, and you have to press a button, and it'll cut the tanks and the trucks off, and you can guard that button and not allow tanks and trucks in to capture a flag. Part of strategy. Another one, well, obviously other than elevator buttons, another one would be the domination flag itself. On the actual domination map, there's a shutter that's bulletproof that you can lower in that cuts off a huge section of the map from the flank and allows you to protect the C flag easier. Very cool. I really like how they engage, the buttons. I really like how the interactive environments work in this game, opposed to, I don't know, previous games of like the Call of Duty series. I feel like it was done right here. What do I not like about Battlefield 4? Alright, Battlefield 4 does have a couple things I don't like about it. One, this is going to be pickety. Some people are going to enjoy it, some people are not. And some people are going to like, oh, that's more realistic, but I just find it's not really good a game mechanic. And that would be, every time you drop a magazine, you lose whatever bullets you had left in the magazine. For example, if I have my pistol out, it has 16 rounds. I fire 5 rounds off and kill a guy. I have 11 bullets left. I drop it, I lose all 11 bullets, and it puts a fresh magazine in on top of it. Same thing here. Say I shoot my magazine of my assault rifle out, and I turn around and load a fresh magazine in, and it puts 30 rounds in. Normally on Battlefield 3, I'd reload again if I had time to get that extra round in there. Well, if I did that, I'd lose 30 bullets. It's realistic in a way, and it kind of increases another management, but that on top of the way the support kits don't really give out mass ammo anymore, same thing with the med kits, it kind of sucks. And it kind of sucks because you always run out of ammo, and you got to pretty much vulture or scavenge other people's kits. A couple other things I didn't really dig. I don't like how you can't jump or drop shot. If you jump or drop shot in this game, the gun automatically stops shooting 100%. You could hold the fire down and jump, and it will still. You can't jump or drop while shooting. Again, could be, realistic feature, but like I said, realism and video games, they kind of go hand in hand, but at the same time you want to make them fun. And I feel like it takes away a tool or element from a player that could give you the advantage over another player, and it's just like a lame attempt to kind of balance it. Other than that, fun game. Conquest is great. I really do enjoy Conquest. If you put this beta in, you find you don't like Domination, try Conquest before you write it off. It is a lot more fun. That's at least in my opinion. It's been your boy Wings of Redemption. What do you think about Battlefield 4? Are you excited for it? I wonder what the Battlefield 4 looks like on the next gen consoles, because this is one of those games that's going to be on both consoles at the same time. But this is obviously the 360 version. Peace, people.
Alpha. Objective Charlie, neutralized.
Set.
We have taken Objective Charlie.
I just set the C4.
Objective Alpha has been neutralized. Objective Alpha is now ours.
I spotted a hostile soldier.
Objective Bravo has been neutralized.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Wingsofredemption, and I'm back and I'm bringing you a little Battlefield open beta. And I'm bringing you a beast-ass, objective-based Spec Ops fucking push on the Metro flags on the second base. And I'm going to go and give you my opinion on the open beta. I was part of the Battlefield Alpha as well. And I'm going to go ahead and start out with what changed from the Alpha towards the beta. Look at that 99 kill. Yeah, that's 99 kill assist. Talk about jacking my shit, son. But, things that have changed. They took out the, oh shit. Fucking one-shotted. They took out the light tank on the very first base on attackers, and when I first got into the game, that kind of puzzled me, because in Alpha, attackers had 0 to no chance of winning, period. And it seems to be flipped the script now. It seems like it's perfectly balanced in the aspect of who winning and losing basically comes off of personal talent and personal teamwork. I haven't got to use any real teamwork yet on this game because I haven't been stuck with anybody worth a shit yet. I tried to play up my boy Chiz, my boy Something to Hate, and we just couldn't get nothing going. Even when we got into a game as a squad, it would basically lag so badly with those in these horrible dead rooms, and so I've been having to play by myself. But it's all good and it's all gravy. We actually tried the joint session thing is the only thing that we actually could get to play together, but we couldn't play on the same squads. Other things they've changed, they have beefed the snipers up something fierce. The sniper rifles do now, the battle rifles do 60 damage a shot, and they do upwards of 90 damage on a headshot. And they are fucking fantastic, dude. I mean, the first time I used them, I got like a 16 to 18 kill streak, which you'll probably see later on today. They are beastifying. The LMGs got a unneeded strength increase, but they increased the recoil as well. But the fact is, bipoding them down is still death and destruction, piss, pass, fist, and rape. That's all you can actually do. The Spec Ops actually got a decrease in recoil. Like the Spec Op kits had more of like assault type recoil, but now they have a decrease, giving them more of an agility based perk. With the rifles give a little less recoil than the assault to make up for their lack of no healing or revive, and they're pretty much anti-vehicle. Things I'm interested to see is I'm interested to see what the anti-infantry aspects of the maps are. Since they took the light vehicle out of Metro Operation Metro, I think it's called. It really makes me wonder what's the helicopter horn going to be, and the jets and all that, when all that gets played into the game. I think the fact that they don't include many vehicles in the beta of this map is kind of like a letdown. and it's kind of be misleading to people that are going more toward Call of Duty style gameplay, because this battlefield right here has the most in tune with Call of Duty gameplay of any shooter I've played other than Call of Duty. It's flawless movement, doesn't feel like 30 frames per second, and the fact that you can run in diagonal and you can run while reloading really speeds up the feel and the pace of the game. Really enjoying that aspect of it. And you'll see me abuse it the hell out here. But you see right here I'm using the rockets, and that's mainly because of the lack of teamwork. Like as much as I love this game right now, the squad thing works very poorly, and nobody will willing to give you ammo, and half the people only play support. Most people I found play either the Spec Ops class right here, or they play the assault rifle class. M16 and the SAW are still really strong. I'm not going to call them overpowered, but they're super duper flooper, super strong. You see me making a push here. But other than that, this game feels fantastic. I find this is going to be a definite buy for me. Super buy. I mean, if you guys out there only can afford either Battlefield 3 or Modern Warfare 3, I would suggest you to go get a paper route, because you probably want to buy both of these games. Everybody says what's going to dethrone Call of Duty. Nothing has to dethrone Call of Duty. It just has to. There's other games out there, and this game right here is worth the money that they made it and just put it out to be, and that's all you really can ask for in a game at the end of the day. And this not even factoring in the single player. Battlefield is known to have superior single player to Call of Duty anyway, at least in my opinion. Like, I fucking love the Bad Company single players, mainly because they create characters, and the characters you actually care about. And this is a new feature of Battlefield right here, where you got the accept revivals. So I accept that revive, and I pistol whip the shit out of Mr. Sniper, and this sets me up for, a base winning run. Like, watch this shit if you guys aren't paying attention or listening to me. Other than that, I have found a couple shady points about the game. One thing I have found, which I'll show later, is a bipod spot or a sniper spot on the last base that will pretty much destroy the other team. Like, if you put an extended mag assault up there, you're going to jump from like 10 kills to like 50 kills on the last base, mainly because you can shoot them right out of spawn. And that's something that is going to go up later today. I'm going to show a very light version of it, because I don't want to show it abused to its fullest. Mainly because maybe it'll disheart people from actually using it. But it's something that needs to be put up there, because it needs to be fixed before the game goes to retail. Because I can see a lot of douchebags and leaky faucets fucking abusing the shit out of it. Other than that, dude, this game is so fun. It is. Look how flawlessly it feels. Like a boom, 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 boom. Just switch up to the pistol, plant my shit. Oh yeah, look at that. Just because I got revived and I went on a tear, I got the bomb plant down, and they never get the bomb plant back. And that's just clutch playing. And I'm gonna show you later. Probably the video after this is gonna show you like an LMG spot later on in the thing. That's good for on the offensive planning. I mean, but your boy Wingsofredemption, the video slowly creeping to an end here. As you see me there, I'm throwing I like to call that closing the door, making sure nobody comes through there. Oh, and get the MCOM destroyed. Well, there's got to be one more hater for me to go out on. I can't go out on that. Where my bitch at? Get out of my house. Bye-bye. Alright guys, it's your boy Wingsofredemption, and I'm back, and I'm bringing you a gameplay with the SAW bipoded down. This is pretty much learning to play your kit. This is pretty much an attack on the B flag, and this attack mainly fails because my team sucks. But we do get a plant down, and it kind of shows you how to basically position yourself. I know that the B flag is sitting right there in front of me, and I'm basically clearing this door right there, because this door right here is a high traffic area into this, because people want to take over these locker rooms. So I'm bipoding down the end of these locker rooms, preventing them to come in, just allowing my team to keep moving up and putting pressure on the B flag. And if you see on the minimap to my left, there's guys out there keeping people from flanking around me. In a perfect world, people would actually plant the fucking bomb, which they do one time during this whole series. And this right here would work out perfectly. But this kind of shows off the raw power of the SAW and the bipod. The SAW bipoded down has very little recoil, and on top of that, it's a 2 or 3 shot kill. to be honest, because the saw is such a powerful weapon on this game, and it'll just pound hoes all fucking day. There's a couple bipod standards, especially on the Metro. DICE did a pretty good job adjusting the map so that somebody couldn't bipod down and just own everybody. But between the dolphin diving, the bipod, and all, it's this last base right here. This is where most of the map actually takes place at. The first one's kind of annoying with snipers. The second one has a lot of long lines of sight that you can avoid the bipod on as well. Setting it up near B or A and just bipoding it down will get you a lot of fucking kills, because the flags are really high traffic areas, especially since they implemented the system where to spawn on somebody or be capable of allowing somebody to spawn, you have to be near the objective to begin with. So sticking near the objectives and bipoding your weapon down is the easiest way to net you high damage, high plus kill games. You see right there, I'm unlocking the extended mag. And also, since you're the LMG and you have the support, you're constantly giving people ammo. So you're just a point machine at this point. You see right there. But be mindful of your ammo. The saw can also be equipped with a suppressor, which takes very little damage off of it. So if you want to put that on after you get it unlocked, that's another beastifying weapon. This is some of the things where I consider the saw one of the better weapons on the open beta. It's not the only weapon that you'll get through the game, but there's probably other LMGs other than what you see in the beta, but the beta itself is the biggest LMG that I've come across so far. Which I'm saying this because in the alpha, the saw was the last gun you unlocked on support, where you get to unlock a lot more on the open beta than you did on the alpha. And I don't know, it's an overall enjoyable experience. You're about to see right here where we basically get the push to get the flag, then get a bomb plant down on the flag, and how it works flawlessly in a realistic scenario. Alright, here we go. See how much extra recoil is added to that. But the sights themselves pretty much are not like Call of Duty, where ACOG sight means death, doom, and destruction. This sight right here pretty much guarantees that you have a visibility advantage on somebody. You see, I come down here and I get smashed. Holy hell. I forgot about that smash. But it's all great because I get to spawn on my teammates since they're camping right there. And that brings me back to something I brought into the Battlefield 2 bad company, back being mobile spawn points. Somebody on your team always needs to be the guy doing staying alive. And if you're wondering how to bipod stuff down, I'm not bipoded right here. See how much extra recoil is there? You got, boom, there we go. Bipod it down. We're ready. If you move at all, you lose your bipod, so you got to re-bipod down. To do that, you just press the left trigger when you're in front of something, such as a ledge, or you're laying prone. And I got, see my health slowly going up now. Time to get the pwn. Here we go. Boom. See, that guy was coming back to get me, but I was ready for him since I had a better weapon. He has to come into sight. By the time he comes into sight, I can get those 2 or 3 bullets on him with the saw. Actually, I can kill multiple people, as you've seen earlier. I know this might not be the most entitling or engrossing gameplay, but it kind of shows you how to play the LMGs properly. LMGs are vicious, especially on the first and third base where people have to come in high traffic areas. Like, boom, like that. Down. Get down. Nothing you can do. Get out my house. This is my house. But we're just winding down here. You see, we're about to get the plan off here in a second, if it hasn't already happened. But that's pretty much the gist of it. I ended up dropping a 50 kills on this game just doing this right here. Peace.
Pick up your ammo. They're over here.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Wingsofredemption, and I'm back, and I'm bringing you a little sniper gameplay with the SV98, which is the first bolt action rifle that you get. And the big significance between this rifle and the other battle rifles, as I like to call them, is one, the rate of fire, and the bullet damage itself. The SV98 can one-shot, but it has to be really close, and it does 70 some damage opposed to 60 on the other side. And if a headshot is always a kill, no matter what. So this one generally has longer scopes as well. This is more for the guy who likes to sit back a long way away and shoot guys, or the guy who likes to one-shot people really close, like if you're camping around a flag. It's best to just go without optics and just shoot them in the body. As long as they're somewhat close to medium range, you can one-shot them. If you want to use the scope, this right here is the best way to do it. Remember, recon and support are both support kits. Reconnaissance is generally has motion sensors, and they have tactical insertions for your thing. So your job's more as a mobile spawn point than anything else. What you want to do is you want to stay back and control an area, kind of like I did with the LMG video that you've seen, as a lot of people wanted to call it camping. But in this game, Battlefield is not a Call of Duty game. I cannot stress that enough, that Battlefield is not Call of Duty. One man can win a game, but the odds of him doing it are slim to none, especially with the way the maps are laid out right now. It's better to have people constantly watching the defensive team as they come through and maybe opening a route up to the bomb than it is to actually risk yourself in a support kit trying to get the bomb. If I was to run into it and try to arm one of these bombs, all I'd have to defend myself with is a pistol. And as good as the pistols are on this game, they stand no chance versus the 870 combat shotgun. Stand no chance against the spec op weapons. You might be able to beat an assault rifle for support, but if they get the first shots off, you're doomed as well, because the high damage is the assault rifle in support. Generally, I like to keep this as a pretty good motto, that special engineer or spec op classes and assault classes are your planters. If you're in one of those roles, just think about it. It's your job to basically keep people healed up, destroy tanks, and plant bombs, because your kits are the best to do this with, mainly because of the hip fire ability and the quick reaction of the weapons themselves and the quick time to kill. Snipers generally open up lines, keep people from posting up or head glitching. Like you see, there actually is head glitching spots, and those are there for a reason, because they're designed to be used, to utilize them to keep people off of your defending areas, or to walk up and move them as cover and defend against the defenders. So therefore, they're not there to be called to help newbies out. They're there strategically for a reason. Maps are designed this way. So what you want to do is you want to take advantage of them, and if the other team's taking advantage of them, guess what you got to do? You got to take that advantage away from them. And the best way to do that is long-range sniping or explosives. Since there is a flak jacket class now, explosives has a lesser chance of doing it as good as it used to. As you see, I'm fidgetly move up to this like turned over vending machine, and it's time. Look at that guy floating. But you got to get that through your head. You can't come into this game with a Call of Duty mentality. And it plays a lot like Call of Duty. It's the closest thing to it. And it's a very, very enjoyable game. The only thing I can see people hating on this game about is if they basically cannot stand waiting 2 or 3 seconds to respawn, which is a mentality that should be broken. That's that ADHD Michael Bay mentality. And just take those seconds. Take that second to fix your kit, to study over your kit. Take that time to watch where your players are playing at, where they're positioned at, where you can be firstly positioned out. Use that time to strategize. Just think about what you're doing, besides, oh my god, rush, I win. Because you can down a player that's doing what I'm doing right here, and basically destroying. Look at this pin perfect sniping I'm putting out there. I'm putting some beautiful shots on these kids too. Like, just watch them, and you can down me like, oh, you're camping. You only got these shots because you're a camper. You know, maybe I got these shots because I'm camping. You're correct, but guess what? I'm also putting myself in the position to have these shots, to make these shots, to keep these guys off that bomb, to allow my team to move up and capture these bases. This bases does get captured, and we're going to win the game. And I end up dropping a 60 kill on this game. And it just happened to be like half hour long, and I don't want to play the thing, so I'm just showing where I get the prettiest shots at and the best accuracy at. But you got to change your mentality. You can't come in this game expecting to run in, drop a dog, and let the dog get you to the 30 kill mark. It just doesn't happen on Battlefield. The kill streaks are on the map to begin with. There's the tank, the jet, the helicopter, all those to be utilized, and they're actually hard to utilize. You have to be actually experienced and talented to actually use like the helicopter in a game. A lot of people that has experience will tell you different, but hey, Look at it. Boom. Look at this pretty shit right here. Bam, 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 bam. That is situational, son. I have my head glitch on. That means me with my slow shooting kit is able to take out 3 people because I put myself in front behind those boxes instead of standing out in the open. I look at rushing as a skill because it's all about twitch reflexes, but this is a tactical shooter, not a twitch shooter. And if you pretty much want to rush, all you're pretty much saying to yourself is, I hope I see the enemy before he sees me. But this is some sniper gameplay. It's been your boy Wings of Redemption. Peace.
Be advised, objective has been neutralized. Let's move up.
What's up? It's your boy Wings of Redemption. Playing a little Battlefield 3 here. Gonna try to do a live session. And as you can see, it's just whatever game I get into. I don't really have much things unlocked on the open beta on PS3 since most of the time I spent on the Xbox. So I don't really know what kit I'm gonna use. I mean, I might use the support kit just to try to get some stuff done for it. It also depends on what kind of game I get into. See where it puts me at. Alright. Yes, put me in a squad. The attacking force and rush advances through the enemy defense lines, destroying pairs of MCOM stations. Once a pair is destroyed, it's time to move forward. The defending team must hold the MCOM safe until the attackers run out of reinforcement tickets. Yes, I did have an English listery. That failed epically. Alright, let's do this. Alright, where we at? Alright, we're going to do the RPK. Alright, we're defending B. Alright. One thing you want to learn quickly about these maps is there's staging areas for everything. Let's throw that grenade over there. I got to hit with that grenade, so let's go ahead and position ourselves here. See, there's a guy right there. He's going up the steps, so I'm going to just ignore him. Let's see if I can get... No. Don't want to chase. Alright, make my move. Make a move. Making a move. And back of the lockers. Ah, got him. Got him. Alright. Don't rush it. Don't rush it. Get a new reload.
Be advised, the enemy is set the charge. Over.
Alright. Cut him off
Be
here.
advised, we have defused the charge.
Alright, they got the charge diffused. What I did there basically is I tried to make sure that no reinforcements could come there since I had such a large cluster around B. I'm really more worried about A than anything else. I'm kind of chilling here, seeing if anybody else wants to tunnel forward since this whole tunnel's open. See, a lot of the people are clustering on my minimap. This is what I'm actually looking at right here on my minimap. So we'll go and fade out of there. And we got to plant down on A just like I said it would be. Alright, I'm going to make sure that nobody's coming up through here. Make sure nobody's here. Alright, with that clear, that gives me a dead sprint to A. And I'm assuming there's going to be 1, maybe 2 people in here. Check the corner, check the corner. Can't check these corners. Oh, there he is. I don't think I have enough time. Yeah, I do. As long as I don't get shot. Got it. Alright. Oh, there's a guy. Got you. Got you. I planted B again. Coming down behind this vending machine. Alright, this is the easier to do. As long as you don't come. You come in here. Check that corner. Check this corner. There's a guy here. Oh! The fuck! Wow! C4 fucks me up! Oh shit, he earned that one. Alright, so all we gotta do is A. Once you get down to 1 flag,
Damn, C4 fucked me up. The fuck? Alright. There's a guy right here. Alright, got the kill assist for him. Alright, since I got the bipod on my RPK, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to get into this fucking locker room area. Always come back on the back side of the locker so you can see the door. Once you get the door down... Oh, I threw a grenade by accident. This right here is what I like to do. And this right here might seem super campy, but this right here is really effective. But it's not going to be that effective because you see Chaotic Boy's moving. See Dr. Dealem there. He just died. Ba-boom. This is a lot more effective with like LMG that actually has... LMG that actually has a bigger clip than 50. Reloaded. But you've seen how that worked, right? So get bipoded back down. Alright, so we're gonna own the shit out of this doorway. The only downside I've seen to this is grenades and fucking the shotgun blast. Middle section's still wide open. Alright. I still got 20 bullets. Let's back up and reload our gun. Alright. Score a couple quick ones there. Oh, that fucking flashlight. Oh. I put some hits on him though. The first life we went 7 and... Damn, we've died. Oh, C4 killed me. I'm sorry. God, I forgot all about that C4 there. Alright, so we're 7 and 2. These guys are pretty much done at this point. We got 9 tickets left. Abuse the bipod is pretty much the strategy here. Alright. See. Sounds like somebody's in a... God, he's planning. Come on, there we go. Oh shit! I can get it. Oh, there we go. So I guess I turned too far. That's part of a game. I came in late, ended up 8 and 2. We'll get it. We'll get it next time. But we're going on rushes. Attacking is a lot harder, and you're going to take a lot more deaths than defending. Defending is usually a 6 or 7 KD game for me, mainly because there's so little choke points. There's like staging areas for everything in the game, and no matter how big of a map is, a map really isn't that large if you think about it. Like for example, let's go ahead and talk about the first base, which we're about to see right up here. The first base is actually going to be it's huge. You know, you've seen it. It's huge. But the fact is, I consider the first base where the rocks are in front of the playground, where B is. Then you have that rock mountain, and then you have like the tree, little, you know, alienage area. That's where the base begins at. Anything past that is, you know, inconsequential, because most people are going to be back there. Going to be people that are trying to snipe or whatever, and you can't, you know, and you can't really get back into their spawn because of the boundaries. So I don't consider that part of the map, mainly because you can't get shot from there because of the things I just talked about. Alright. This is actually right here a little different from the alpha. In the alpha, I could actually start running all the way up. I guess they changed that, but they also changed where things are at. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so on my team I got 2 medics, a recon, and my support. It's a pretty balanced team. So let's go ahead and do this. Don't have none of the good shit like foregrip and none, but I do got the bipod, and I will be using it. I will be abusing that ambiguously. I don't even know if I use that word correctly. Just sounded right. Well, there's that sprint feature. All right, see these rocks right here I'm coming up to. These are the rocks I'm talking about. You can't get shot coming up to this point. A lot of people like to come over here, see them. See if I can get a grenade over there.
Here's the rounds.
Oh shit. There's a guy up here in these trenches. Okay, so I'm just gonna chill out until I get my health back. Squad spawn on me. They've come up. Alright, so we're going, still looking over here. There's a guy right there. Come on, got you. Some reason I'm blurry as shit, dust and whatnot. Sure nobody's over there. Alright, you're gonna see a lot of people like sitting up there, that area. Another guy over here. See if we can spot him out. Nope. Remember that support, you have pretty much infinite grenades, so abuse the shit out of them. Also remember, just by pressing left button, it's gonna throw it. You'll see a lot of people mess up by not just relying on that. Alright, here guy's not busting it off. Alright, we're planning A. With A being planted, you know it's going to derivative a lot of people. See that guy coming right behind the rock? He's going for A. So this is our chance. And the fucking thing, you know it, fuck up the sprint. I'm trying to figure out where the other guy went to.
Be advised, the objective has been neutralized. Over.
Let's just throw this down here to maybe get some points.
Be advised, Shouldnt
Alright.
has been set. Over.
I'm diving down over here. Alright. Alright, see that guy with the flashlight? Oh shit, he's hitting me. I'm not really helping anything here. I'm just hurt really badly because if I sit up, I'm dead. So I'm just gonna make sure this area here is done. We got it anyway.
Fuckers are all over me. Here's your ammo, dude.
Here's your ammo, dude.
Be advised, we've taken out the objective. Over.
All right, we're back at full health. All right. Oh, there's a guy right here. Homeboy. Oh shit. Get down. Switched over to semi-automatic, mainly to. I find it easier to get like people laying on rocks and stuff with the semi-automatic fire. So I usually switch over to semi-automatic in that situation. We made it through the first base, and I was going to try to plant B, but I fucking fucked up when I seen those two guys to the right, and I kind of got lost. But all in all, it was a successful push, and we're 3-0 heading into the tunnels. You want to watch out, and you want to aim down sight as soon as you go into these tunnels, because sometimes somebody will camp the bush Wookiee and come in these tunnels and wait for the train to get my 4 or 5 man. Drop that there. Reason I'm dropping that there is I'll get resupply points from a lot of my teammates running through this tunnel that oh shit. And how did he not die? Don't know. And it's like 4 or 5 big shots from LMG, and he has 100 health. Well, the guy who killed me has 100 health, which I didn't really look to the right. Alright, so that puts it as 3-1. These guys are in the tunnel area. He's jumping down. Let's see what he sees. He's not dead yet looking that way, so we'll spawn with him. With your wake up call, how do you like me now? Now that I'm on my way. Alright, this guy needs ammo. Let's give him ammo.
Pick up the rounds.
Coming through the train. Oh shit, that's Xbox for you right there. Oh, I heard a knife go off. Oh, they're defusing it.
Charge. Over.
got one bullet left. I gotta reload this. Come on. Come to daddy. Come to daddy. Alright. That is done. Somebody will spawn right there sometimes. So you gotta keep a watch out for that. I'm gonna come down. Suppression fire. Ammo. They're throwing grenades up here. No, get hit from bass. Damn, dude, he beat me with a fucking pistol laying down. 31 health, huh? Where am I sitting at? 7 and 2. See, this guy right here is fucking worthless. Alright. What's this guy doing? Where are we at? Let's lay down till we figure out where the fuck we're at. Lots of bullets coming.
Keep on moving.
Yeah, unlock the holographic. Oh, you're sitting in the corner, you beast! Alright, so we're 7 and 3. I don't want to go up where he's at. I want to go up those side steps where I just got captured. Let's go and spawn on this guy and turn around. Anybody up here? Nope. Alright. This is a really hard area. At least it is in my book. Alright, caught you for some reason. You suck. Alright, what I like to do is like come in up here, throw this over there. You get a lot of points that way. I need a fucking foregrip for this shit. Let's see. This area is much easier to play on the opposite side. Oh. Got you. Oh god, I had it switched on semi-automatic because I was planning on trying to pick some heads off. Because sometimes I like try to pick the heads off on that rail over there. I'm supposed to be 9 and 4. Let's go and run over here and arm A since it's a freebie.
Be advised, the enemy has defused the charge. Over.
For some reason it's not giving me my aim thing right now. Come on. Nobody's even trying for A.
Pick up your ammo. It's over here.
Be advised, objective clear. Over.
There we go. Gives my iron sight. Got 2 right there. Where we at?
Be advised, charge is in place and has been armed. Over.
I'm trying to get. Maybe I can get up there in that kiosk. So ammo down again. So these guys will spawn trap back here toward this kiosk at this point. If I can get down here and get this, yes. There's where I would like to be at. It's probably not the most optimal spot, mainly because that refrigerator's sitting right there. We worked it out, though.
Be advised. Objectives have been neutralized. The base has been taken.
Let's get up in the kiosk. Here, buddy.
Use your ammo.
Get some ammo. Oh, anybody with ammo above their head actually needs ammo. So like these two guys over here, like this guy's not going anywhere soon, so go ammo.
Over here. Come pick it up.
And if you get squad, just where you get the real points at. Alright, let's see if we can move up with them. For some reason that guy was shooting on his ass. And the fucking game crashes. Come on. They make sure this shit shows up every fucking time. But I was like 16 and like 2 there. So it was all good. Time to go back again. Let's see what else we can do. Alright, jumping into another game here. Let's go and customize my thing. Don't have any optics for it yet. Bipod. And it looks like we're starting out. Oh, a brand new game on defense. Okay. Guess we'll see the other side of this area. Hopefully it doesn't stick out here. I don't really like defending these bombs because this first section of the map is boring, at least in my part. But I'm going to make an attempt. But like I said, this is Battlefield. This is a game where one man cannot change a team, but he only can influence it. There's a difference. All right. Alright. I like to go to is these center rocks right here. Because you come over here. You kind of can block yourself from bullets, but you see right here, guy. Got him. Where's his homeboy at? It's my team. There's another guy over there. Let's throw the grenade. Reload. Get down. Okay. Remember, support, you have unlimited grenades, so abuse them. I don't know where that guy went to. Need to watch you see right here. People will try to do that shit right there all day. I don't know if you've seen that or not. But you can just look at the bait. What you want to do is you want to look at the baseline of the bush right there. You can see people walking through it. Alright. Hook this up over with a grenade. I'll fish him out. Up and around, up and around, up and around. Nothing. I got it. I got it as long as they don't kill me. Got it. And I get poked at off of it. That's called self-sacrifice. Alright, and now since I'm dead and nobody else on my team. Oh, somebody. Oh, look at there. Somebody's on point. Alright, let's see. He's doing that. That's actually a pretty good position. He's where I want to be, though. Alright. Throw the grenade to try to get him. I've got 2 of you. This guy's defusing. Why did you defuse? The kid didn't know how to defuse. Fucking teammates. Get down. Jordy's house all day. So fucking dumb. Why the fuck do you play games if you don't even know how to defuse? The guy had ample time to do anything he wanted to. I guess it's my fault for not defusing it myself. At least that's what they'll say on the YouTubes. Alright, drop dead's done. I really do like the support kit. But see, I use the same kit. I always use the ammo kit for some fucking reason. Mainly because I plan on being alive for a little bit. So what you want to do in this position, you want to watch that area. Very little will anybody ever come from that area, but if they do, they don't look over here. That's just from what I've seen. He's shooting at somebody. What's he shooting at? There's a guy right there. Got him. Another guy. I put hits on him. Alright, we got two guys here. Let's chunk grenade just in case we get lucky. Oh, we took some trees down. That went right in my view. Sweet. Oh, we got 16 health left. He's over there on... Combat efficiency. And I died. That was all good. Let's see where we're sitting at. 11 and 2 with a defuse. Sitting on top of the world. I'm sitting on top of the world, baby. Alright, where are you at? You're about where I want to be at. Whoa. There we go. PlayStation, known for its freezing. Let's see if we can give this guy some ammo. Oh! And you know he's going to rape that guy with the sniper too. And they got the bomb plant down, and I'm dead. Everybody on my team's dead. I got a feeling that we're going into extra innings here. Sorry, here's where you're going to catch a lot of deaths. Switch it over. Alright. In this situation, there's a couple things you can do. You can either hang back and try to weed out as many people as you can, or you can go into the metro right away. Going into the metro right away works a lot of the time, especially since you remember I said always aim down sight. A lot of people don't predict that. They usually just go in that tunnel full blast. Alright, but the enemy spawn has changed to up here towards this awning type thing, kiosk. What are those things called? God, I used to have them all today when I used to work in mech class. Alright. So now, technically, I just got put into their spawn. And, you know, in a game like Call of Duty, this is a good thing. But Battlefield is so easy to die from just multiple targets coming at you. See, like these guys right here walking through. I don't want to give my position away, because when you fire your gun, you do give your position away. You do appear on the map just like Battlefield. This guy right here sneaking around. Precision assist. But 10 people have died, so they are in the subway tunnels as well. Trying to get his... Oh, he got me. See, like as soon as I fired the gun a couple times, you pretty much had people go around me. Like, I don't know what these guys are doing. They're not moving forward. You know, it's just people that don't really play that. They play so dumb. It's actually smart. Is if that gets what my meaning across. Like this guy running around with his flashlight blinding me. Same factor, same factor. Let's try it again. And my thing didn't come up. There we go. Wish I had my claymore. Support actually gets a claymore. See, none of our flags are guarded, so I'm worried about them all. But I'm gonna wait till they mess up. See, one guy here. The rest of our team's still up there. So either cutting them off, or we're gonna have a bomb plant here in a minute. These guys are gonna be coming up right here. Yep. Get drop shotted, ho! 10 health left. I'm a beast. Okay. Health is coming back.
Be advised, the enemy set the charge. Over. Be advised, we have defused the charge. Over.
Move, pumps. Getting a lot of kills. Over there would deter them. Let's go through the back of the lockers. Boom. Dude. Rusty trombone. Aim at the doorway. I didn't really mean to do that. That's just...
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wingsofredemption, and have you ever wondered, are you having trouble struggling with the opening of a any particular game type, or maybe the first base of the opening on the defending? What most people I've heard in my friends list, they really do not like to defend these first two bases, and they have they struggle to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little quick tactic or area that will post up in that will net you a lot of kills and do a great deal of work to going ahead and reaching your goal of defending these first two bases without them took instantly. Regardless, I kind of like letting these two bases get took instantly because the Metro is a lot funner area to play in. But here's the tips regardless. I am using a M416 silenced with the ACOG, and I have a foregrip. The reason I do not use the heavy barrel attachment is because the heavy barrel attachment does increase the bullet damage of the weapon, but it also increases the recoil a substantial bit. So, me personally, I don't find the trade-off of recoil worth it. Putting one extra bullet to a guy is not that hard. You can see right here, even with a suppressor, it kills ridiculously fast. But you see me run right up the middle and use these barriers as cover, and usually there's one or two guys running right up the middle, so always be prepared to duck if you see somebody. I come down here and instantly duck again. That's the main reason, because you see I lost my bearings. But that straight up the middle to that spot is a great place, because you can basically essentially kill anybody to your left that run up to the rocks, because that's a favorite spot. You can see right here, look at all these people on these rocks. Kind of got caught off guard, but doesn't matter. I picked up 4 quick kills, and I pretty much took out 4 tickets right away. And here's the best part about that spot. It's really easy to get to. Watch. I'm going to spawn in on a guy on A, and I'm going to show you, go back and control the spot again. Notice I unlocked my infrared, making sure nobody's there. I see A is armed, so I'm looking for the culprit that armed A, and there he is. Making sure I could take out him first, and we lost A. But you live and you learn. They have 2 flags to take from you, so now that they have to funnel towards B, and that's going to cause a hellstorm of emotion. Well, that's the wrong way to put it. It's going to cause a hailstorm, and the hailstorm is going to be riddled with my bullets. So I get back to my position, and I notice I come prone here. I'm using the bushes kind of as a backdrop to hide myself. At the same time, I'm going to have a good position to kill people. Make sure you take advantage of the prone feature. Prone is a great feature. And remember that you can reload and move on the run. You combine these two features, you make yourself a really hard target to hit. As you see right here, I come back up. Oh, and look there, like a kid in a candy store. Let's go ahead and rock some of these guys' faces. Notice his name was Stop Camping. But can't stop camping when I'm getting all these kills, pimps. Picking them up. Oh, they're just funneling in on me. I'm making sure that I'm always moving while I'm reloading. Don't try not to stand still at all. There we go. Boom. Going prone and reloading is not a good idea either. I really like the ACOG scope on the assault rifles. As you unlock it, usually it's the first attachment that you unlock, and it's one of the best attachments on the assault rifle that I've noticed so far. And I've got like 14 of the attachments done on the M416. It's still one of my go-tos. But you notice right here, just control that area, and eventually you can push up like I was doing at the very beginning of the video. And pushing up is also another very successful tactic that you can use. And let me go ahead and link you to some footage of me pushing up to show you where to sit at when you're pushing up. All right, here's some footage of me keeping up, and I kind of swooped back around them. This is showing the power of the silencer off. You see right here, I get a 3-piece right here, and that really goes a long way of showing the power of the suppressed weapon. So let's go ahead and see. This is the rock you want to be at. As you see right here, people walk right by you and you can easily pick them off. As you see Knight Bishop there. And the fact that I'm using a suppressed weapon, I'm using a suppressor with a holographic right here. Another one of my favorite probably one of my favorite red dot attachments. And you see me just control this area because they're going to spawn behind this line, as you're going to see right here. Fresh guy here, guy there, and another guy over there. Boom, 3-piece and a fucking biscuit. Where's my change at? But that pretty much gives you the gist of the Battlefield 3, how the opening works. Try to work those two middle rocks with a suppressor and you'll do just fine. You'll pick up 30, 50,